Hello, wonderful people. We hope you're having a wonderful evening. We just wanted to share a few words of advice, of guidance, of excitement, and rejuvenation to you.
Only 3 days to go. Only 3 days to go on the pre-enrollment system.
That's right, 3 days. And what we're going to do with those 3 days? Well, I know a guy who knows exactly what he's doing, being here many times before. In fact, he was asked just the other day when he was born, was it in black and white? So if ever there was a if ever there was a better person to answer that question, it's this guy here. And you over to Mr. Raven.
So 3 days. What are you going to do in 3 days? I mean, you have several choices. You know, you can sit and wait for the launch. You can sit and wait for the products. You can do whatever you choose to do. I choose to actually go, I'm going to make the most out of the next 3 days that I possibly can. In here, we have to change. In here, we have to have an acceptance that what our future depends on the next 3 days. Whatever we think, whatever we feel, whatever we do, your life, your why, your reason is what you need to do in the next 3 days. So I shut off my ears, I close my eyes, and I focus on what my absolute ultimate goal is. And I drive on that in the next 3 days because the ramifications of that is going to be humongous. Some of you have never experienced this before in terms of a pre-launch, but I'm telling you now, after 30 years of experience, what you put into the beginning of this launch is actually going to have massive effects that you don't even realise yet in the next coming 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. And that's a massive thing to consider. So go like crazy in the next 3 months. Even if there's an interest to just change and transform their lives, you have the ability to give someone something that is beyond their recognition. Just to change their life, never mind their incomes and everything else that comes with it. So 3 days, go.
Exactly that. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more, Raven. In as much as we were talking with a couple of leaders just earlier this week, and the ratio we've worked out, and it's a rough average, not something to be, taken as biblical, but nonetheless, for every person that you're introducing at this stage can be worth 6 or even 10 people.
Absolutely.
In just a few weeks' time. So the reason that happens is because with your excitement, with your contagious attitude, you're sharing the information, whether they want to come in as a customer, whether they want to come in as an associate, either of which is fine. Everyone's highly valued and priced, that's right.
Yep.
Then they then go on to share those products to people that don't have the faith, don't have the belief, don't have the vision that you do right here at this moment. The ones that want to try the product for themselves and get the results, all of which is fine. Everyone's got their own place and it works out perfectly. They then create their own contagious atmosphere, start sharing with other people, and that's where the 1 to 6 or even 10 comes from. So imagine whatever your income goal is, or whether it's about earning your product for free within that first couple of weeks of us launching, or whether it's about setting your world alight, creating freedom and choice from the residual income that we can create, then it could be very much the case that for every person you're introducing, 6 or 10 will then be there in your business. And we can work through those figures to a very definitive residual income and top of the bonuses we're going to receive in the Crystal Reset, in June.
So don't waste the time. You know, you might think, well, it's only 3 days, and that doesn't really mean a great deal because that 3 days will tick away. I know this when I sat back in September in Phoenix, having met the company and been there and experienced the whole thing and dug around and checked everything out as much as anyone would want to do, especially because I didn't want to make another mistake. I made a decision. Now was my opportunity to change my life and my family's life forever. Whatever your why is, 3 days can change your life. It's just about saying, here I go.
I'm going to
Keep out of my way. I'm going to do this, whatever it takes. So that's where we are, 3 days ago. After that, we lead into a 14-day lockdown. You know, we can't enroll people any longer after the 30th of April. We have a 14-day lockdown before we actually launch the company. So then we must go into another drive, another focus, another perspective of what we're going to do. Because if you want your life to change, you must change. If you must change, then you must start doing what you've never done before and start to do what it is that's going to change that. And that is then going to be customer gathering. So we're about to launch an incentive program for you.
That's right, absolutely. So, you're absolutely right, Raven, again, as usual. There's a shocker. But I mean, it's very much a case, if you want something different from your life, you're going to have to do something different. That stands to reason. You're not going to be able to do the exact same thing you've always done and expect a different result. You just wanted a little drinky poos. So, with that in mind, then come the 1st to the 14th of May, we're going to go on a huge customer gathering requirement. So, for those that have been involved in a pre-launch before, we understand that the advantage that we get, if you imagine there's a line, and that's the start line of a race. Now, we're heading on a 15, 20, even 30-year race. And the start line is very much here. Being in the pre-launch situation is being ahead of the start line. Everyone else who joins from the live environment will be starting from a standing start. The advantage we have is that we've got a running start across that start line. And with that in mind, and bearing in mind the 6 to 10 for each person we're bringing in as a great potential bonus, is that for each of the people, each of you that decide to go out there to gather a number of customers, the criteria, the requirements, the rewards, which are very, very rich, let me assure you of that, to be launched just tomorrow.
No one can actually say that like someone from the north. Very, very rich. Love it.
So not only that, once we've released those criteria, then each of the people that choose to gather a number of customers, to bring all that thing to bring all those things together, the ones that want the rewards, that are going to get the richest rewards.
Look, this is just amazing, isn't it? This is two ladies that have just seen this exposure for the first day. What do you think, girls?
Oh, amazing.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy, amazing.
Wonderful.
This is a company that will look after you. I'm proper impressed.
What are you going to do in the next few days?
Oh, I'm going to be very
Build.
busy. We'll be very busy. Not going to have no
Let's tell
sleep.
everybody
No
about it.
time.
No sleep. You know that, don't you, networking, man?
Why?
Why? Because it's your
worth
future.
it.
It's drive.
Who are we talking to anyway?
So now we're going to actually get
video.
into this recruitment of customers, because that's all you can do in the next 14 days after the 30th of April.
That's right.
But there's something you must do. Get all of your team to tick the T's and C's in the back office. If they don't, they're going to miss the opportunity to be distributors on day one. And then you only have a 5-day opportunity. That 5-day opportunity. He's having a drink of beer. Okay, he's trying
That's
to hide
where we're
himself.
going now.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm just going to show you. Right. He's just having a drink of beer. In those 5 days, you must place your first order, and you must get your team to place their first order in those first 5 days. What's that going to do? It's going to drive massive volume for you. It's going to create a massive income for you in those first. And if you don't do it, anything that happens below you, that volume's going to flush.
That's it. So just because the system is shutting down on the 30th of April doesn't mean that we are.
No.
I mean, in fact, we're
No,
actually
it's
just
drive
getting
time.
started. So, I mean, you know, it's a pen and paper exercise. You might want to set up an Excel spreadsheet if that's what does it for you. Pen and paper is what does it for me. And then it's about name, it's about address, email, and phone number. Get those order details. The pre-orders are really what's going to make the difference. Get as much product into as many people's hands as you possibly can manage by the 15th of May. Set your business alight. Make the difference for yourself. Make the difference for all those people too. And the whole thing is set to explode.
We're going to send you a form on email or on Facebook or whatever it might be, because I'm just not that savvy. But it's a form.
It's a
that will-
web page.
Okay, whatever.
You'll learn.
I'm going to do it on a fag packet. Okay, but I keep sending faxes to people. I'm wondering why no one's answering me. Anyway, the fact is, we're going to, because 3 days' time, that's all gone. We have to then go into a massive customer gathering concept. And what we're going to do is provide you with a form to be able to gather all the information that you need, including all their order details, including their credit card details, so that when the day comes at 1 p.m. on the 15th of May, you're able to then to look at your entire team, and we're going to guide you on this, to place those orders into your team to maximise your position. Because let's face it, how many of us have done it but earned too little? How many of us have put in
Exactly.
too much effort and earn nothing. But I'm telling you now, here sits nearly 100 years of experience.
Oh, we're getting old.
I just get me pipe.
That means, oh,
Where's
you
my flip?
told us our age.
But I tell you, no. But anyway, he's 60. Anyway, we're going to help you to get to the place that you need to get to. So focus on the incentives that we're going to give you in the next few weeks, because we want you to achieve more than you want to achieve for yourself. We're so passionate about you achieving that. So on the 1st of May, we will give you an incentive to be able to gather those customers, and those incentives comes into 3 different parts. First one being, gather 30 customers.
Yes.
Just gather 30 customers. Do you know what we're going to give you for 30 customers?
Well, the company will provide you with excellent benefits and rewards for doing that. So there's the upfront introduction bonuses. There is, in addition to that, the cycle income that's produced. And then even in July, when the Crystal Reset takes place at the grand opening in the Excel in London, that can be worth up to £5,000 in cash rewards. Now, in addition to that, should that not be tasty enough for you, what we're going to offer is an additional £100 reward to spend however you might like. Now, what we've got in mind, what we've got in mind with that is that perhaps you might like a new handbag, perhaps you might like a new watch and pen set, perhaps you might like high street shopping vouchers. How about
I want a new handbag.
how about a spa or weekend away for you and your partner? Well, you know, all of that is available. And then
We're having fun, right? We're having fun. And the whole thing about this whole concept is, wherever you've been before, whatever you've done before, we're having fun, and we're going to have a lot more fun. So the next thing after that first initial step of 30 customers, did we say 30 customers?
yeah, 50.
The next one is 50 customers, and we're going to give you an even better opportunity for 50. Not only what he's just said, which is going to be massive, that's just what the company gives you. What we're going to give you, you as an individual, with our compliments, our joy, and we're going to come and celebrate it with you for getting 50 customers is...
So in addition to the company's rewards, which are very rich and true, but in addition to that, we will reward you with £200 for a Brucey bonus. A Brucey bonus. £200 worth of rewards, in addition to what you'll earn from the company rewards program.
I want some Jimmy Choo shoes. I want a handbag, okay? I want to be a part of this whole thing.
Absolutely, we want
You
in
don't
on the
want to
action.
miss out,
Anyway, that's
Raven.
only-
Raven,
Practice with that one.
You don't want to miss
I
out.
like this. I like
Don't wanna
this.
miss out.
Does it suit me? It's got my purse in it. The next thing, anyway, that's only the second part of the incentive, because we have to run this like we're going to run the rest of our life. You know, in all seriousness, we're joking, but in all seriousness, you have an opportunity to change your life. I saw this myself on the 22nd of September. I'm 60 years of age. I have shorter time than you have. I realised the opportunity that we had in front of us, and I said, whatever it takes is what I'm going to do. And that's the attitude you have to have now. Because the attitude you have now will change everything for your future. Everything for your future. Not only their health and their transformation, your financial future, whatever your why may be, we're going to change that for you with your inputs. Anyway, we come to the third incentive.
And what might that be, Raven?
I have no idea.
So
You
for
gather
the-
it's all about fun.
So,
All about fun.
for those of you that choose to go out and really exceptionally excel, then for when you gather 100 customers in the correct structure, again, more details are coming soon on exactly what's required, how you might go about doing that. But should you gather those 100 customers, then we want to truly reward you. So not only will your business ignite on the 15th of May, I mean, absolutely incredible. But also, in addition to the customer rewards and program, company rewards and program, sorry, we will award you personally £500 worth of additional rewards. Now, just to give you an idea, that can get you a spa weekend away for you and your friend, or you and your partner, whoever you may wish to take. We're making no judgments either way. It may get you a designer handbag, it may get you a new pair of shoes, a tailored suit, which we can arrange for you. We're not handing you the cash. I mean, you can have the cash should you wish, don't get me wrong, but we will arrange whatever it is that you want. Not only that, very likely, we will we will accompany you along on that journey too. We might even get ourselves a fine pair of jibs ourselves. What do you think?
Do you know, what he's talking about is just what we're going to give you. Imagine this, the company's actually, if you achieve any one of those positions, any one of them, within the time frame we're talking about, the company's going to take you to Phoenix. Sorry, no, it's not Phoenix.
Vegas.
It's Las Vegas. They're going to take you to Vegas.
Love Vegas. Love
They're going to
it.
put you in a wonderful hotel. You're going to spend time with a man called Anthony Robbins.
3 hours.
You know,
3 hours with Tony Robbins.
And you're going to spend 3 hours with him. Ooh. You're going to have an amazing time. The company's going to pay that for you. They're going to look after you, take care of you. I want to actually just get 2 minutes of words from these ladies, because these two girls have been in this industry for a long time. They've been at the top of their tree. Come back. Never mind
She's
that
got a phone
conversation.
call.
These girls have been at the top of their tree for a long time, and they've come and seen this company for the first time today. And unadulterated, I want you to get 2 minutes of what their perspective is of what they've got, because these are top players. These are people that have been in the industry a long time. These are people that know what it is to be hurt, abused, to be in
seriously,
places. And now what I want them to tell you, with unadulterated, because I haven't said this before,
Yeah.
what's your perspective of what you got here, girls?
Absolutely amazing opportunity. Do not let this pass you by. Everybody who's watching this, do not let it pass you by. We all need to find an home, and this is my home. You will, when you come, you've got the support from everybody behind you. It's just amazing, isn't it?
Sure is.
I'm absolutely impressed.
I was done with network marketing till I came here today, and now I'm totally fired up and I'm raring to go, and I cannot believe the support that these guys are offering. So
Sorry about
if you're
this.
thinking about it, she's just getting a phone call.
Don't apologise for calls.
It's only my husband.
Sign
so
them up.
My
she's just
phone's
cut him
always
off.
busy, guys. You'll know if you're
My
in network
advice is go
marketing,
for
that's
it.
what happens.
100% support. Brilliant company.
Go, go, go,
Safe
go, go, go,
company.
go, go,
Yeah.
go. Okay, so now we know that we've got incentives that are going to run up until the 15th of May. On the 15th of May, the day we launch is at 1 p.m. At 1 p.m, you have a 5-day opportunity. You must place your order within those first 5 days. If you don't, any volume that's below you is going to flush. It's going to go. So you must place your order within those 5 days. If you don't place your orders, understand that's gone. Now, I understand this, and I understand why and what they're doing. You know, we need to consolidate as a team of people. We need to consolidate as a business. We need to focus on what it is we're doing, and we need to sort the wheat from the chaff. In those 5 days, we will consolidate and we will move forward in a massive, massive way. In 30 years of this industry, in 30 years of health and wellness, I've never seen anything like this, and it is so well geared, so professional, so supported on every single level, not only from a corporate perspective, but from people like this and so many more that are part of your team, that are here to help you to achieve whatever you want to achieve, whether that's £100 a week or £1 million a week, and believe me, that's achievable. It's your choice. Make the choice. Become part of this whole concept. Become part, embed yourself in it. What else is going to change your life in the next year or 5 years? I don't know. But I tell you what, I recognise after 60 years, this is what's going to change my life, my son's life, my future. My son will walk into my business in 20 years' time and say, yeah, my dad did this. My dad started this whole thing, but I'm going to make it something else. Here's your chance.
I've been involved in companies before that when people were involved in the pre-launch situation and they've gone on to greatness, which is exactly the position that we're in now, then their grandchildren have been picking up £30,000 cheques from the work that their grandfather did in the 1970s. I mean, that's really the position we're in. Just to give you a few really simple steps to follow in terms of practical action, obviously it involves speaking to anyone and everyone you know. Anyone and everyone, the qualifying criteria
Without question.
is that they eat food. I think that most people eat food, right?
Whatever your chicken list is, hit it now. It doesn't matter, because I tell you what,
What's the
They're
best
not
they
going to
can
change
do?
your life. You're going to change your life.
Speak to all the people, offer them what you know. You have an amazing set of products on the way that they should try and share with their friends. If they don't like it, they can return it. There's no risk. It's a fully guaranteed order process. Get them involved, get them into that system in the next 3 days, collect them on paper and via the web system we'll be sharing with you in the next few days, and then take it from there. It can really, really, truly make the difference for each and every one of you, should you wish to take those steps that are necessary to create the success. And I'm sure that all four of us here will agree, more than the money, more than the recognition, is the freedom that it creates. You can wake up every single day and choose what you want to do. Choose who you speak to. Choose who you are around. Choose where you are. Choose to get on a flight or on a train or in the car and
Or first
go
class.
wherever you want, of course. And choose how you spend your life. If you take the action now, you can choose later.
It doesn't matter who you are, your colour, your creed, your education. Nothing matters other than your desire. But I tell you what, you're joining a group of people that are going to have a party.
Cheers.
Chin,
Cheers,
chin.
everybody.
Cheers.